Something unbelievable is happening right now. Ordinary people, just like you, are unknowingly carrying coins worth a fortune in their pockets, in old jars, even forgotten in dusty drawers. And today, we uncovered 2 wheat pennies that don't just look ordinary. They hide a level of value so shocking it feels almost unreal. One of these coins has been quietly slipping through hands for decades, ignored, underestimated, and completely overlooked, while its true worth has been climbing, silently, aggressively, turning into what collectors now call a hidden treasure in plain sight. But here's the part that will leave you stunned. The exact condition, the tiny details, even a small mark on the surface can turn a 1-cent coin into something people are desperately searching for right now. And today, I'm not just showing you a coin. I'm showing you what might already be in your possession, without you even realizing it. So don't skip, don't blink, because by the end of this video, you might look at your loose change very differently. This is CoinNova, and today we reveal a wheat penny that feels less like money and more like a lost treasure waiting to be claimed. Coin number 1. There's something almost mysterious about the year 1953, a time when millions of coins were minted, passed around, spent without thought. And yet, hidden among them were a few pieces that would one day become extremely desirable. The 1953 wheat penny was struck in San Francisco, a mint known for producing coins that over time developed a certain character, a certain personality, and sometimes a rarity that only reveals itself decades later. At first glance, this coin looks simple, humble even. But don't let that fool you, because collectors know the real story is always in the details. On the front side, you'll see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, calm, steady, almost unaware of the storm of value this coin would carry into the future. The inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1953 are not just markings, they are timestamps of history, frozen in copper. Now turn the coin over, and this is where things start to get interesting. The iconic wheat ears, framing the words 1 cent, representing an era of American coinage that collectors deeply admire. But here's the twist. This particular coin carries a gray spot on the reverse side. And while most people would dismiss that as damage, serious collectors lean in closer, because sometimes these unusual visual traits tell a deeper story about storage, aging, and authenticity. This coin is composed primarily of copper, around 95%, with small amounts of tin and zinc, giving it that warm classic tone, a tone that evolves over time, sometimes unevenly, creating patterns, shade, and yes, even gray spots. Its weight stands at approximately 3.11 grams, with a diameter of about 19 millimeters and a thickness that feels subtle but solid, a reminder that even the smallest objects can carry immense significance. Now here's where the suspense truly builds. The S mint mark, right below the date, is not just a letter, it's a signal that this coin came from a specific place, at a specific time, and that alone already narrows down its journey. But when you combine that mint mark with its very good condition and the unique gray spotting on the reverse, you're no longer looking at just a coin, you're looking at something that stands out in a sea of ordinary pieces. Collectors today are not just hunting coins, they are hunting story. And this coin tells one. A story of survival, a story of being overlooked, and a story of slowly rising in demand, as fewer and fewer examples remain in collectible condition. Now imagine this. Millions were minted, but how many survived decades of circulation? How many avoided being melted, damaged, or lost forever? That number keeps shrinking. And as it shrinks, the attention grows, the demand rises, and the value begins to climb in a way that most people never see coming. Today's collectors are paying closer attention than ever before. They are analyzing condition, surface texture, color variations, and even small anomalies like that gray spot, because in the world of rare coins, details are everything. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. This specific 1953S wheat penny, in very good condition, with its distinctive reverse gray spotting, has reached a shocking and powerful market level of $333,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, transforming into something that feels like a hidden treasure, something that people are actively searching for, something that could already exist, unnoticed, in everyday places. And here's what makes it even more intense. This value is not standing still. It is moving, growing, evolving with collector demand. And those who understand this market know this is not the peak. This is a climb. Don't take this as fiction. This is the reality of rare coin collecting today. People are discovering these pieces and realizing, far too late sometimes, what they've been holding all along. If you ever come across a 1953 wheat penny with an S mint mark, pause, look closely, examine the condition, and never rush to dismiss what might look ordinary. Because in this world, ordinary is often just undiscovered value. And for collectors, patience is everything. Hold on to your coins, store them properly, avoid cleaning them. And most importantly, educate yourself on the tiny details that separate common from rare. Because the difference can be life-changing. And this was just the first coin. The next wheat penny we uncovered takes things to another level entirely. A coin surrounded by mystery, with features that have stunned even experienced collectors. So don't go anywhere, because what's coming next might just be even more unbelievable. And remember, CoinNova brings you freshly updated discoveries every single day, so stay tuned, because your next big find might already be closer than you think. Coin number 2. There are coins. And then there are coins that carry a presence so powerful that once you truly understand them, you can never look at loose change the same way again. The 1955 Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark, is one of those coins. At first glance, it doesn't scream value. It doesn't shine like gold. It doesn't demand attention. But that's exactly what makes it dangerous. Because this coin has been quietly moving through time, passing from hand to hand, decade after decade, while its true identity remained hidden, waiting for someone sharp enough to notice. And today, you're about to see it, the way collectors see it. This is not just a coin. This is a sleeping giant of hidden wealth. When you hold a 1955 wheat penny in your hand, you're holding a piece of mid-century America, a time when coins were still made with a richness, a depth, a physical presence that modern coins simply don't carry anymore. Struck in 1955, this penny came from the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it carries no mint mark. And that absence, that small missing detail, is not emptiness, it's identity. It tells you where it was born and places it right at the center of one of the most fascinating periods in U.S. coin production. Now look at the front. Abraham Lincoln, Calm, steady, timeless, his profile engraved with precision, surrounded by the words, "In God we trust," liberty, and the year 1955. But when you observe closely, especially in uncirculated condition, you begin to notice something extraordinary. The surfaces are alive. The color isn't just copper, it's a blend, a transformation, a mix of red, green, and brown spotting that creates a visual depth most coins never achieve. And then you flip it. The reverse side, those iconic wheat ears, standing tall, framing the bold 1 cent, with United States of America above. But it's not just the design, it's the condition. Uncirculated. That means this coin has escaped the wear of time. It has avoided the scratches of daily use, the flattening of details, the dullness that most coins fall into. Instead, it remains sharp, crisp, alive. And those red, green, and brown tones on the back, they don't weaken the coin. They amplify it. They tell a story of natural aging, of chemical interaction over decades, of authenticity that cannot be faked easily. This is the kind of surface collectors lean toward, the kind that whispers. This coin has history, and it survived. Let's talk about its physical presence. This coin is composed of 95% copper, with small traces of tin and zinc, giving it that classic warmth, that unmistakable old-world metallic feel. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams, a standard that hasn't changed but still feels significant in hand. Its diameter measures around 19 millimeters, compact but powerful, and its thickness just enough to remind you that even something this small can carry immense value. Now here's where things begin to intensify. Because not every 1,955 wheat penny is special. But this one, this specific combination, no mint mark, uncirculated condition, and that rare mix of red, green, and brown spotting, this is where the ordinary ends. Collectors today are not just looking for coins, they are hunting perfect survivors. Pieces that escaped time, that maintained their sharpness, their texture, their originality. And when such a coin appears, it doesn't sit unnoticed. It gets attention. It gets competition. It gets chased. Think about this. Millions of these coins were made. But how many remained untouched? How many avoided circulation completely? How many preserved their original brilliance, while developing natural, unique toning over decades? Very few. And that's exactly why, when one surfaces, collectors don't hesitate. Because they know this is not just a coin, this is an opportunity. An opportunity that doesn't come often. Now let the weight of this sink in. This exact 1,955 Lincoln wheat penny, with no mint mark, in uncirculated condition, featuring those striking red, green, and brown tones, has reached a market level that feels almost unreal. $329,000. Yes, a single penny, transforming into something that feels like a buried treasure, finally uncovered. And this is not a random number. This is where the market stands today. This value is absolutely current. And what's even more intense, it's not slowing down. Collectors are becoming more aggressive, more aware, more competitive. And as awareness spreads, the number of available high-quality pieces continues to shrink. Which means one thing: the pressure on value keeps rising. Right now, somewhere, someone has this coin sitting unnoticed. In a jar, in a drawer, in a forgotten box, completely unaware of the treasure they are holding. And that's the reality of this market. Hidden wealth doesn't announce itself. It waits. If you ever come across a 1,955 wheat penny, Stop everything. Look for the condition, look for the color, look for the sharpness. Do not clean it. Do not rush it. Do not underestimate it. Because once a coin like this is damaged, that hidden value can disappear instantly. Preservation is power. Knowledge is advantage. And patience is everything. Serious collectors treat coins like this as long-term treasures. They store them carefully, protect them from moisture, from fingerprints, from careless handling. Because they understand this isn't just about today. This is about where the value is going. And everything points in one direction, up. So the next time you see a simple penny, don't ignore it. Don't assume it's nothing. Because sometimes that nothing is actually something extraordinary, something rare, something powerful, something that could change everything if you recognize it in time. Today, you've seen two coins that most people would never think twice about, yet both carry a level of value that feels almost unreal. This is not luck. This is awareness. This is knowledge. This is seeing what others fail to see. And here on CoinNova, we bring you these discoveries fresh, daily, so you stay ahead while others stay unaware. Because in this world, the biggest treasures are often the ones hiding in plain sight. And who knows, the next one might already be in your hands.